afternoon, ladies and gents. I hope everybody's okay. I'm coming on to do a Christmas countdown calendar. So you are going to need 2 pieces of cardstock that measure 8 1/4 by 7. You're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 8 1/4 by 4, and on the 8 1/4 by 7 you're going to score it on the long side, which is your 8 1/4 side, at 2, 4, 6 and 8. So 2, 4, 6 and 8, and that will give you that 1/4 of an inch there. Okay, then on your short side you're going to score it a 1/2 inch, 2 1/2, 4 1/2 and 6 1/2. Okay, and that will give you them 2 little ones on either end. Okay, so now where them blue lines are, let me just bring it up so you can see. You're going to cut this off, you're going to cut this one off, you're going to cut all this away, you're going to cut all the bottom one away, then this little one at the top and this L shape on the side. So I hope you can see that with this light. I know it's awful. Let me just see if I shut the blinds up a bit. I'm sat right in front of the window, so I hope you can see them now. Yeah? Okay, and we're going to make 2 cubes. I've already gone and made one, and they measure 2 by 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these bits off and then I'll show you it again. So we're going to wedge in that corner as well. Okay, wedge in this corner. Then I'm going to cut that off. And I'm doing this before I burnish any of my score lines. I'm going to wedge that little top one as well. So then we're going to cut this one away. Sorry, I'm concentrating, that's why I'm being quiet. Okay, so we'll get rid of all them bits that we've cut off. Okay, so that's what you should be looking at now. And the next thing we're going to do is these 2 score lines, sorry, on top and bottom, we're just going to cut straight up them. Okay, so they're now free. Okay, and you're going to do the same on the other end. Now this video might be a little bit long, but I'm sure you won't mind. My scissors must need oiling because they're squeaking. So that's what we have now. Okay, so this little tab here is where you're going to put your adhesive. Okay, but we're just going to burnish these lines now. Okay. Don't forget to burnish that one. And you're going to want to just taper that a little bit. Just notch in a little bit on them ones. Okay. So that's essentially what we've got at the minute. I didn't taper that in very well, did I? Okay, so that's what we've got. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to put my adhesive on this little tab. And just to be quick, I'm using my score tape. Okay, give that a little burnish so I can lift it up. Okay, so that's what we've got, and we've got our tape on there. So now you're going to bring this side over. To meet up to our tape. Okay, just give it a squish down. And then you're going to tuck them in. In actual fact, what I might do is take a bit off each of them so it'll tuck in easier. So just cut them not quite in half, and I'm just going to take a little slither off them. And the same on this side. Okay, so now we should be able to tuck this in. And it's going to be a tight fit, but just go with it. Show it who's boss. I've not tucked enough off mine, but I'm sure you will off yours. Okay, and we're going to do the same to the top. Just cut a bit off these. I'm not even measuring how much I'm cutting off. I'm just snipping off and then cutting a wedge out. Okay, so there is your 2x2 cube, 2x2 cube. Just get in. Told you they would be a bit tight. I'll just cut another little slither off this side because it seems to give me jib. That's better. And don't worry about it because nobody's going to see that anyway because we're going to cover all that up. So there's our 2 cubes. Okay. Now for this bottom piece you're going to need a piece that measures 4 by 8 1/4. So it's 4 inches this way by 8 1/4 this way. And you're going to score it on the long side at 2 inches. Turn it round and score it at 2 inches. That's the easiest way. And then you're going to take it and you're going to score at 2 inches on your short side, okay? And that will give you essentially something that looks like that. What you're going to do is on these 2-inch score lines on the long side, on the bottom piece, you're going to cut up to your score line. Okay, that will give you that. And you're going to do the same on the other end. Okay, and then you're going to lift these up, and I'm going to put score tape on again because it seems to be my friend at the minute. You can use glue to make yours last that little bit longer. Okay. And the DSP I'm using again is the Year of Cheer because I absolutely love it, and this is actually going to go in my living room if I do a good enough job. Okay, just burnish that again so we can lift it off easy, and the same on the other end because you know the fight I have normally with tape and sticky stuff. Okay, now what you're going to do is you burnished all your score lines. Okay, let me get both ends off, might make it a bit easier for me. It's that cold here today, we've actually got the coal violet, and we're just going to bring it up, make sure it's a nice corner. Do the same with the other side. Okay, give them a burnish down. Don't worry about where I've wrote, that's all going to get covered up. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of the DSP, both measuring 2 inches by 4 inches, and they're going to be the inside, top and bottom. I am so sorry about this lighting. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use wet glue to put these in, if it'll let me. No, it doesn't want to play. Oh, come on. Where's my pokey tool? Tell you, I have no luck with any sticky stuff. No, it's not playing, so I'm going to have to use a different one. So we're going to stick these so they're the 2 inches by 4 inches, and we're going to stick one on the bottom, one on the top, okay. So of course you're going to wait for yours to dry. Now I've also cut out, what have I done with them? Right, I found them. You're going to need 12 squares at 1 7/8. Is it 1 7/8? Yeah, just 2 notches just before the 2. So you're going to need 12 of them square. Then you're going to need 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 square, and then you're going to need 4 pieces, and these are going to go on our ends. And what all I want you to do is, I know the smaller, these are 1 1/2 by 1 1/2, but you're just going to put them sort of there, okay, and you're going to see why in a minute. Don't put them right up to the edges. And you're going to do it on the outside as well as the inside. So again, we want them about there. Okay, and they're going to go on both ends. And again, we're just going to come a little way out from the side and from the bottom. Okay, and we're going to do the same on the 2 inside. Okay, I've done this so I can count the sleeps down with my grandchildren. Disney on Ice was amazing. And they absolutely loved it, even the boys, absolutely made up. And then we come home and we had, his lordship had made burgers, pizzas, hot dogs and all that. Now you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut, if you did not thingy with your scissors, do it on your trimmer. You're just going to cut from one corner to the other corner. like that. That's why I said don't put that right up to the edge. Okay, and you're going to do the same on the other side, just from corner to corner. Okay, and you can get rid of them bits because they're no longer needed. Now we're going to decorate our blocks. Now when it comes to numbers, I haven't got the number stamps or the dies, so I'm just going to use contraband, and I'm just going to use these to put my numbers on. But I have got all my squares all cut and all my white cardstock cut. So we'll just quickly put these on, and then we'll put our numbers on. And your numbers have to, well, I put mine on a specific way. You don't have to. You can put them on any which way you please. Oh, come on. It doesn't come out, and then it comes out in like big blobs. So cutting them just under gives us that little border. Okay, and you're going to put these on all 6 sides. That's why you needed 12. I'm trying to go as quick as I can. Yeah, so we had pizzas and burgers and whatnot when we got back. And then we had fireworks. And over here you have to have a license to have fireworks. So good job the hubby has the job that he has. Otherwise we wouldn't have had them. So the kids, I thought they would be a bit scared and all, but no, they were fine. They loved every minute of them. So they went home. I think they were still on a high when they went home. But I would say they slept all night for their mummy. And that's the main thing, because they had school the following day. Okay, so our top and our bottom. Nearly stuck my white pieces on then. So I hope everybody was safe on Sunday, wherever you were, or if you were at a display or what have you. I know when I lived over in England, we used to take my girls to a firework display, and it was always in Sherdley Park and St Helens. So that gives you an idea of where I'm from. Didn't even know whether it's called Sherdley Park anymore. There was talk of calling it St Helens Park. I don't know. So there's one of our blocks with our DSP on. We'll carry on and we'll do the other one. And then we'll put our numbers on and get them stuck down as well. But this is a brilliant idea, you know, if you'd have children and they say to you, how many more sleeps? And because my decorations always go up in November, my grandchildren are always saying to me, Nanny, many more sleeps have we got? And they don't seem to realise that I put them up far too early. So they're expecting Christmas earlier. So now I can say to them, have a look, there's the days there. Yeah, so I was saying we have the coal fire lit. It is absolutely Baltic out here today. Although the sun is up, it's like a winter sun, it's very low. Did anyone see that gigantic moon last night? Sorry, Sunday night. It was absolutely massive. And you see the reflection off the water. You'd swear it was broad daylight. I'm trying to be quick, honestly I am. Last piece of DSP. And I sat last night, we went to Newtonards, done a food shop, and I got me wrapping paper and all. So I sat last night watching Christmas 24 while wrapping my Christmas present. Now I'm going to do the left hand block first. Okay, so they're going to sit in there like that. Okay, so I'm going to do this block first, and you're going to have to do it in, let me just take these glitter doodads out, numbers out. Right, so we're going to start off with a 0. So I'm going to put my 0 on, try and get it as straight as I can with the hands that I've been given. Okay, and we're going to glue that on the top. Okay, so we'll try and get that straight. So you're going to have number 0 on the top. Number 2 is going to go, if I can get it off without ripping it, on the front. Put it on as straight as you can get it. Okay. Then we're going to have number 8 on the back. So we've got 2 on the front, we've got 0 on the top, and we're going to have number 8 on the back. So there's number 8. So going back to our front with our number 2, on the left hand side, so there's the front with number 2, so on this side we're going to put number 3. And I'm just using our Whisper White cardstock that I've cut into squares. Ooh. Sorry about that. And then back to the front again where our number 2 is. On this side, the right side, we're going to put number 7. So we're going to put a number 7 just there. Okay, and then on the bottom you're going to put a number 1. So you've got the 0 on top, so on the bottom you're going to put a number 1. Okay. Must be the postman. So that's our first block done. So you're going to sit it in with the 2 facing out and the 0 on the top. Now for our block 2, which is this one, the one that you'd have on this side. Okay, on the top you're going to start with a number 1. Okay, now on the front you're going to have a number 5. So as you can tell, this does go from the 1st of December. Sorry, that was meant to be the front, wasn't it? Yeah, the front we have number 5. The back we have number 4. So you have your 1 on top, your 5 at the front, so the back we have number 4. And I noticed these being sold in Home and Bargain, and I think they were £4.99, and I thought, no, I'm going to make it myself. and at the bottom of this one we're going to have a 0. So you've got 1 at the top, we're going to have a 0 at the bottom. So Mel had a good nosy at it and sussed it out. Okay, so we're going to go back to our top. So we have a number 1 at the top and a number 5 at the front. So on the left hand side we're going to put a number 6. So we have our number 6. Put some glue on there. And then your right hand side you're going to put a number 2. Okay, and this is our last one. So we're going to put our number 2. Okay, so there's our countdown to Christmas calendar. Okay, and what I've done is out of the foil sheet, you no longer need your numbers, but out of the foil sheet, the silver foil sheet, I've just cut out some stars that I'm going to place on the back, just to give it a little bit of, and I'm going to use my glue dots just for quickness. So I've just used the star punch, which is this one. And I'm just putting a glue dot on 2 little pointy bits at the bottom of each star. Oops. Okay, and altogether I've punched out 6 stars. You can decorate yours however you wish. I'm just doing this because this is what I had, so I could have used the bells, but I decided with the stars. And then we're going to go up 2. So again, glue dot on 2 of the spikes. So I'm just going to go up in between them 3. Get it straight. So I hope, especially if you have children, you give this a go. It'll stop them murdering you. Well, it might do. Put my glue dots up too high and stuff. And then 1 for the middle. Oops. And there you go. And I've stuck mine because I put my glue dots too high up. So there is our countdown to Christmas calendar. So I hope you give that a go, especially if you've got young children. And that way they know exactly how many more sleeps till Christmas. Just a fun little project. Of course, if you have the stamps and the dies, then you can use them. But I've not got Stampin' Up's stamp and dies. I could have used other ones, but I decided to go with the glitter and the sparkle. See, they've got diamantes on and glitter. So that's what I decided to go with. Okay, ladies and gents, take care for now and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.